Alright, I know I just did one of these 2 weeks ago, but it is once again Amazon Tech Unboxing time. So, I am just getting right into it today. I've never gotten a bag from Amazon before, but there's a first time for everything. So there's two things on the agenda for today's unboxing. We have the Shure PGA 48 dynamic microphone. I'll talk about my use case for this in a second because I already own 3 microphones. And then the only other thing is right here. This is a braided right angle RCA to 3.5 millimeter cable. So tell you what, let's just start with this, talk about it, get it out of the way, and then we will talk about the Shure mic, because these things are actually related. Open this up, and inside is the cable. Nice braided cable with included kind of Velcro cable ties. That's nice, always a good thing to see. And yeah, then this is the cable. This is actually a really nice cable for the price. And the reasoning for this is a little bit of future planning here. So over to the side, this is where my audio setup is. So I do have a XLR mixer board. It's not an audio interface. It's literally a mixer with all of the dials, etc. So I was thinking, how do I have 2 microphones for the setup? What's the plan? So obviously there is the XLR port. That's easy. That is what this microphone is going to be for. This is an XLR microphone. Again, we will get back to that in a second. But then the only other inputs are 3.5 millimeter or RCA. And over here, my other good microphone is a USB microphone. This is the Fifine K36A. This is a USB microphone, as you can see here. And you need some like really robust gear if you want, like, you need a digital to analog converter to run this through the mixer board. So I was thinking that's not really possible. And then there's the control side of things. The only actual input that has any sort of volume or EQ controls is the RCA line-in input. And then I thought of a genius idea. This is super unorthodox and not an intended use case, but on the back of this microphone, there is a 3.5 millimeter headphone monitoring port. Boom. Yes, there we go. So as long as I have the USB plugged into power and this thing is on, then I can just take the audio out of the monitoring port on the microphone and then just run that into the RCA line in on the mixer. So that's why this is a 3.5 millimeter to RCA cable. And then I don't actually need the monitoring port because I would be monitoring via the board. So it all makes sense. Just trust me on that. Then of course, part 2 to that, as I mentioned, is this. This is the Shure PGA 48 dynamic microphone. So this is kind of the step below the SM57, which in and of itself is below the SM58. So like the SM58 will cost you like $150, $160 here in Canada. The SM57 maybe closer to $100, $120. This is like $50 on Amazon. So this is the next step down, but obviously it is still a Shure microphone. So I have high expectations, and this thing has really good reviews. And for a vocal broadcast sound, which is what this would be used for, I think it's going to be great. So let's just get into this. So the sleeve just comes off. Then it's just a literal plain white box, except for like a sticker on the side. So let's get into this. Oh, okay. So what just fell out? What just fell out? Safety precautions. A Shure sticker. Wow, that is enormous. And what's this? The instruction manual, or the limited warranty. Okay. And then in the box, there is a bunch of bubble wrap, which is containing the microphone itself. which is on the little mic clip. So yeah, that'll mount to a standard boom arm. Not too shabby. And the microphone itself just comes out like this. Yeah, and this is what Shure is known for. This thing is a tank of a microphone, okay? This thing is just built to last. It's got kind of the matte black finish. Obviously, XLR on the bottom. That is what this microphone is using. It is dynamic. And then there is a switch on here. I don't know what it's for. I think it's a hardware mute switch. And then this is, of course, again, the PG48 microphone. Oh yeah. This is like a stage presenting microphone. So in case you thought, hey, I think I've seen something like that before, that's why. And then it comes with the microphone clip. And then what else is in the box here? There is an included microphone case. I love these. Like, this is a nice case. You know what I'm saying? And then in the bottom, there is a Shure branded cable tie. There you go. And an XLR cable. An XLR 2/4 inch cable, of all things. Okay, I was not expecting that. But that is fine, since the mixer I have is actually a hybrid XLR 1/4 inch input. So let me just check that. Yeah, we're all good. So that's fine. That's just not really what I was expecting, to be honest with you. But yeah, a lot of boards do use 1/4 inch, either for outputs or otherwise. So that's okay. So yeah, this is a nice included cable. I got the option with the cable, so there was an option for like $5 less to get it without. And yeah, that's kind of it. So this simple board, this is the Behringer Xenix 302 USB, in case you want to look that one up. Running a USB microphone and this stupid thing. And then there's also another RCA input for like music or sound effects or whatever. So this is like, we're wilding out here right now. This is crazy. So I now have even more microphones to my name, which is crazy. So anyway, that is the unboxing for today. This is not unboxed today, so I'm gonna get that out of frame. And then, so we've got the Shure PG48, PGA 48 microphone. Model numbers are weird. And then of course, the accompanying RCA cable. So I can use my USB microphone with an XLR board. It all makes sense, trust me. And yeah, it's kind of how it's looking. So definitely stay tuned to the channel for what I may be using this setup for in the future, because I also do have 2 boom arms. There's one back there at my desk, and then there's one right here, kind of at the actual table with the soundboard. So there you go. That's how it's looking. Definitely stay tuned. I've talked about this before, both on my podcast and on the channel, just generally. Audio is my, like, that was the first thing I was into in tech. That's what I'm still really into. So this is kind of my area, if you will, in the tech space. So definitely stay tuned for what I'm going to be doing with this stuff. And yeah, just generally get subscribed for more future tech videos. You can also follow me on Twitter. I'm very active over there at Kyle G. New. Thanks. Hey folks, Kyle just back here for a second to do a quick audio test of the Shure PGA48 microphone. So right now I've just hooked it up via the included cable into my mixer board over here. So it's going XLR to 1/4 inch into the board. And then via RCA out, it's going straight into the mic jack on the camera. And then I'm kind of monitoring audio levels on my monitor over here. This is what it's sounding like. I've got my headphones on. I am also listening in via the zero latency monitoring on the board. And I have to say, very broadcast sound. Obviously just handheld with no kind of windscreen or anything. This is kind of a rough test, just so you can get a feel for what it's sounding like. But yeah, so what I've done is I have turned up the volume a little bit on this part of the video, and then I haven't applied any of my presets, my audio processing presets in Final Cut Pro when I'm editing this video. So this is the raw audio as it's sounding, just straight out of the board. So I haven't done any EQ, any balance adjustment. So this is just raw audio from the Shure PGA48 microphone. It's sounding pretty good to me. I mean, it's a Shure dynamic microphone. It's bound to be pretty damn good, and I am impressed so far, other than kind of the roughness just from me hand holding it. So hopefully this audio test is helpful for you. And just a reminder to get subscribed for future audio tech videos. Thanks so much.